happy to have this video now being recorded in sunny Cyprus. It's now actually almost 5 p.m., so it is not that sunny. But we're in Paphos, and my guest tonight is Philippe.
Hi, I'm Philippe. I'm 25 years old. I'm from Germany. And I decided 1.5 years ago to move to Cyprus and invest in Paphos. That was the best decision of my life.
Great. So tonight we're going to find out more details about this really interesting investment. You're going to love it because the guys bought ruins and they turned it into a beautiful residence apartment. So, could you please tell us about the profitability of your investment?
Yeah, the whole investment was the purchase plus the renovation around 800,000 euros. That was a huge project for us because, as you mentioned before, there was a ruin here. If you saw pictures from before and after, that was a big process for us. Yeah, we're expecting around 200,000 to 300,000 euros per year with the Airbnb and booking investments. It's just a start. So 1st of October, we started to rent out the apartments, and what we can say until now is we totally overcome our expectations. So it's much better than we thought at the beginning.
You started when it was just the COVID time, so it was a really risky project for you.
Yeah.
Can you share a little bit more about the process and how you found the place, how you did the renovation?
Yeah, we found the opportunity for this place through a friend of my business partner, Sotiris. I was a bit worried at the beginning when I came here for the first time and I saw everything, how we're going to do the renovation, how much money we need, how long it's going to take. One of the main issues was that we were working with a lot of different companies together. So we decided that it's much cheaper for us to work with different people together instead of bringing one company. And the big problems with that is when you work with different people together, you always have to see the plumber, for example, has to finish something before the electrician can continue, and that produced us a lot of delays in the time frame for the renovation. But in the end, we finished after around 6 months.
Do you have any previous experience in construction? Why
Not
did
at
you
all.
decide to manage it yourself?
Yeah, no, Sotiris and me, he motivated me a lot that we can do it just the two of us, and also money-wise is much better. If you have the time, if you have nothing else to do, if you just concentrate, sit down together. We were spending nights until 6, 7 in the morning, working on Excels, working on papers, preparing everything together. There was a lot of work, but in the end, it's definitely paid out.
So from what I heard, the Sotiris is responsible for the creativity
Yes,
of the
he
project?
he was doing most of the design here. Of course, we were always we were keeping in touch about what he wants to do. He has a special talent about that.
Okay. But you're the brain of the project in terms of the numbers and
Yes, in terms of the investment, the numbers, money-wise, and everything. Yeah, that was my part mostly, and Sotiris was responsible for doing the whole design. Also, it's kind of a language barrier sometimes when you work with people and they don't speak really well English. So he had to deal with a lot of constructors that only speak Greek. So yeah, that was Sotiris' part mainly. Yeah.
But what is your main learning from the process? Can you give some tips to the people who would like to do the renovation of the place like you did in Cyprus?
You have to dedicate your life in this period 100% to this project. There's no time for anything else. Sometimes your head is fuming and you just want to, I wouldn't say to give up, but sometimes you're so stressed, you just don't want to see this place for 1-2 days. What we did sometimes, after 2-3 weeks working straight every day in the building, we had to leave for 1-2 days, to calm down, to relax a bit, to gather some energy again, to get the focus back. And yeah, you have to step back in your private life a lot to be focused, to be 100% here in the building, taking care of the constructors. Because if one part is doing a mistake, the whole team has to fix everything again. And yeah, this is costing a lot of time and a lot of money as well.
Were there any unexpected expenses?
Yeah, definitely. There were some unexpected expenses. We had some problems with the drain system, with water. We had to do everything from the beginning. that cost us a lot more money than we calculated from the beginning.
Okay.
But yeah, we also overcame this problem.
Talking about the legal part of it, did you have to open a company, or are you running it as personal entrepreneurs, individual entrepreneurs? Yeah, can you share some information maybe also about the taxation here?
Yes, I had to open an investment company. Thank God, Sotiris, he had a really good lawyer. She's a wonderful person. She's a wonderful lawyer, and she helped us a lot. Without her, we couldn't deal with all of this stuff here. So she opened the company for me, and taxation-wise, it's much better to have a company rather than doing everything as an individual person, because you can deal better with the taxation here, definitely. The taxation in Cyprus is 12.5% for companies.
Mm-hmm.
And me as an individual person and as a shareholder of the company, I'm 17 years tax-free in Cyprus.
Because you're an expatriate.
Yes, because I'm from the European Union, moving to Cyprus, I'm 17 years tax-free. So I can claim all the company's profit after the 12.5% taxation as an individual to my personal account, which is, I think, definitely a really good motivation to move here and start a business.
Okay, that's really interesting. Did you have to hire an accountant? Do you have to have a Cypriotic person as a director of the company? Are there any peculiarities of setting up the company and the business here?
Yes, I'm the director of the company, and of course the accountant is one of the most important things for your company. He's also in cooperation with our lawyer, so they mostly work together with all of the companies that the lawyer is opening, because it's easier for them in communication wise. And yeah, the accountant, he helped us a lot to do the right purchases, and with the VAT, what we can claim back, what is better to buy from one company, from another company. What I forgot to mention now is that we also opened a second company. So my company is the investment company, and the second company that we open is Sotiris and my company together, that we do the management for the apartments, for the rentals.
Okay.
So, and in order to play a bit with the taxation, it's sometimes more clever to buy something, to have expenses on one company, or to have expenses on another company.
Smart. And what are your views on the real estate market here in Cyprus? Have your real estate gained in the value since the renovation, since the past years?
So this property definitely gained a lot of, the valuation got higher a lot. We had someone to estimate the place like 2 months ago, and I would say after the construction outside on the road is ready, probably the valuation of this building is 3 times as when I bought it here.
Yeah, but you bought ruins, and now it's a full residency here.
Yeah.
But after you constructed it, just the market, is it growing? Is it going down?
I was reading a journal a few days ago about the real estate market in Paphos, and they say that it's going down again, which is really surprising for me. Last year, 2022, a lot of people, they bought real estate. They invested in houses and apartments and renovated it. So they did actually the same thing that we did here. And surprisingly, they say that the real estate market in Paphos is going down again. It's one of the lowest in Europe right now, and for me as a German, and I know the German real estate market, it's unbelievably expensive. To find something like this here it's hard to find anywhere else. So I think in a long-term perspective, the real estate market here will rise up a lot. This is what I think over the next 5 to 10 years. But right now it's stuck a bit, which is really surprising for me, because the opportunity to buy here is wonderful. A lot of investors, more and more investors are coming every year, more tourists are coming every year, so it's really profitable for people to invest here.
Yeah, and compared to other parts of Cyprus, in my personal opinion, Paphos is the best place to come. It's greener, it seems richer than other places. Yeah, it's a great place for the tourists. So I highly recommend it. Any tips for people who want to invest in Cyprus?
You have to bring a lot of time, a lot of patience, of course, because working here with people who have a different mentality, of course, it's sometimes really complicated. I don't know if you know this motto, siga siga, that means slowly, slowly. I mean, in a way of life, it's definitely more enjoyable. But when you work with someone and their motto is keep everything slowly, it produces some problems sometimes. So you definitely have to know the right people. You have to be really prepared what you're doing, because if you just start doing something without knowledge, you're gonna face a lot of problems in the future. So be really prepared before you start your project here. You should work on all the segments here, and yeah, bring some time, bring a lot of time. Without
Yeah, and probably if you are not from Cyprus and you don't have a Cypriotic partner, you should hire a consultant or an intermediary.
Absolutely. Without Sotiris, I couldn't do all of this stuff. None of it, to be honest. He was a big, big help for me. So half of it is definitely Sotiris' work.
Very good. Thank you so much for sharing your
You're welcome.
experience. It's really impressive what you've done, guys, and the risk that you took starting this project from the very scratch and during the COVID time in Cyprus. That's really something.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.